and welcome to Inner Circle Guidance. Today we're going to be doing a collective reading, but for those of you who are new to the circle, hello and welcome. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I post new videos every single day. And if you're looking for daily short tarot readings, check out my Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or YouTube Shorts. If you're looking for personal services or personal readings, I offer them through my website, innercircleguidance.com. Let's find out what the circle needs to know today. We have the Evil Eye, Protection, Angel number 1. We have Smiley Face, Joy, Angel number 30. We have Crown, Personal Power, Angel number 28. We have Peace, Harmony, Angel number 12. Traffic Cone, Caution, Angel number 32. With Bees, Community, Angel number 37 on the bottom of the deck. So with Peace and Harmony, what I'm seeing here is that you're really being asked to make sure that you are balancing yourself at this time and staying in alignment, because this card indicates endings coming in a peaceful way. But with that transitory phase of one cycle closing and a new one starting, you want to stay in alignment with what you're trying to achieve, and you need to remain balanced, because this can mean that a lot of changes are happening, even if they're positive, even if it's all happening in the best way possible. Change is still uncomfortable and growth still is uncomfortable. And so there's going to be a certain level of uncomfortability, a certain level of transition, and those transitory phases always end up taking longer than we sort of think they're going to. The other thing that I'm seeing right now is that there may be a heightened emotion at this time. You're being asked to be careful with the traffic cone, to approach things with caution, to think twice before you say anything, and to think twice in terms of the decisions that you make to ensure that they are in alignment with the new chapter you're stepping into and the energy that you want to infuse into that new area of your life. With the Crown and Personal Power, it can feel sometimes when we have all of these responsibilities, or when we have people looking up to us, or people who have expectations of us or who rely on us, we can feel a lot of pressure, and sometimes it can be very heavy to wear that crown and to have to be that person. But remember that you're wearing the crown for a reason. There's a reason why people come to you. There's a reason why you have these responsibilities. There's a reason that you're able to handle all of this at one time, as long as you stay grounded and you stay in alignment. Part of that is drawing boundaries. It is being able to sort of have that water off a duck's back sort of mindset. So anything that is not in alignment, or anything that is not going to help you either charge your battery or maintain your battery, or is going to be positive for your well-being and the way you want to move forward, you kind of just got to let it roll off your back, and you got to keep moving on. And especially with all the changes that are happening, notice how there's like these scribbly marks on the edges of this crown. Painting. There's going to be some chaos coming in from different directions of your life, especially when you're in a transitory phase, or you're switching from one area to the next, or you're in transition or transit. You have to acknowledge your feelings, and you have to make sure that you are not shoving anything down, but you also need to make sure that you remain in control. And part of that is through the balance of the different areas of your life, the balance of your emotions, and remaining grounded through the process. And I'm seeing too, notice how like this peace sign is sort of melting into different colors here. And it's going from yellow to orange to red. Red is a very fiery sort of passion. And so what I'm seeing here too is that you're going to go through these periods that are kind of slow and calm and steady. And then you're going to go through like somewhere in between of that. And then you're going to end up, things are going to move very quickly. But there's green around these peace signs, and there's flowers. Whatever you nurture grows. So if you nurture the chaos and you nurture the stress and the confusion, you're going to end up attracting more of that into your life. If you nurture, okay, I'm going to take these steps today, I'm not going to deal with people like this, or I'm not going to put up with things like that, or I'm going to draw a boundary, or I'm just going to say no, then you're going to have less of that chaos and you're going to be able to remain more grounded and more peaceful as you move forward. Now, what I'm seeing with the smiley face and with joy is that, one, I'm seeing that a lot of joy and happiness and fulfillment is going to be coming into this new chapter. I'm also seeing there's going to be more balance between maybe work and home life. There's going to be more joy and happiness infused to the different areas of your life. After you get through this transitory phase, there's going to be much more balance in terms of having joyful energy. I'm seeing that if you've been through a cycle where things are really slow moving and sort of just a slog, that this new chapter is not going to be like that. Things are going to be like, there's going to be less challenges and less obstacles. You're going to have more bandwidth and you're going to be able to handle more, because the things that used to throw your energy out of whack and out of balance aren't going to be able to do that as easily. I'm also seeing that you're being protected during this time, protected from outside energies by your guides. You're being given guidance to help lead you through this transition, but I'm also hearing that you need to protect your energy. And this gets back into the traffic cone and the remaining balance and staying in your power. When we're in these transitory phases, we have a tendency to kind of second guess ourselves because we're going into unfamiliar territory. There's a lot of change happening. We're tired, we're stressed. Sometimes maybe we're doing a lot of things at once and not paying as much attention. You need to make sure that you're relying on your community when you need help and you're asking for help when you need it. But you also need to make sure that you're not telling everybody your plans before they're fully formed, or your ideas before they're fully formed. You're being asked to keep some of the things that you're doing close to yourself at this time so that you can fully flush out your decisions and everything else and how you want to go about things without outside energy coming in and getting you all confused. And that's part of standing in your personal power as well, is you need to have that balance to be able to say, okay, now's not the time to tell anybody about this new thing. You kind of want to get your ducks in a row, so to speak. But part of that also is making sure that your community is the right community. Now, when we're in transitory phases, sometimes you'll come to find that you want to take people with you and they don't want to go. Or you'll come to find that you have to leave certain people behind, or certain people are not in alignment with what you're elevating to anymore. And unfortunately, that's just the facts of life. That's why you have to be grateful for people while they're in your life and have gratitude for that and be in the moment. But unfortunately, you can't always take everyone with you. Some people are only meant to be in your life for certain chapters or certain time frames, and then there's expiration dates. So if that is happening, it doesn't always have to be a nasty thing. Sometimes you just simply grow apart, or you come to find that you find a community that's more elevated, that's in more alignment, and you have more boundaries with the people that were in your previous community that maybe aren't on the same page as you. Now, for some reason in this particular card, the question mark on the keyboard keeps popping up to me, and the return button. There may be certain questions that you're asking about your spiritual awakening, or different ways of asking questions that you're going to be getting different answers. Right now is a good time to be asking yourself the questions of, how do you want to move forward? What is in alignment? If you haven't done a check-in with what you wrote down at the beginning of the year and the things that you want to manifest this year and your goals, or if you haven't done that for this month, because some of you do it every month, it just sort of depends on where you're at, you may want to do a check-in and figure out and start asking those questions of, what do I want? How do I want to achieve it? What are my focuses going to be? And start realigning in this new energy, in this new chapter, how to align that energy with the transitory energy that's coming in. Because with this energy, there's going to be a lot of opportunity I'm seeing, but you may not want to take advantage of every single opportunity, in the sense that there may be certain opportunities that you want to hold on to until you're in a better position to take advantage of them. For example, if your bandwidth is a certain area and you're aware of that, you don't want to overextend yourself and take on so much that you have too much on your plate. Start asking yourself these questions and start doing some self-reflection if you haven't been doing that lately, because you've also learned a lot of lessons and you may come to find that some of the goals or things that you've had have shifted. I'm also seeing that with this succulent that's on this table here in the kind of edge of this card. I'm seeing that you've learned a lot of lessons through resilience and through obstacles. There may also be things coming in that feel like obstacles during this transitory phase that are actually going to reroute you or going to put you on a track that's more in alignment than you think it is. So be a little bit open to things that present themselves as obstacles or challenges that end up being blessings in disguise, because all of this is being divinely guided at this time. So this is your reading. If it resonated with you, don't forget to like this video. Your affirmation for this reading. Your affirmation is, I am remaining grounded through these transitional phases, and I am aligning to the energies of what I desire for this new chapter. And as always, may your life be full of light, full of love, abundance, and gratitude. I'll see you next time.